Hello everyone, it's Nadie, and this is what roadkill from the 60s looks like. No, today we're going to be following along to a vintage 60s makeup tutorial. And these glasses aren't part of the costume, they're real. Oh my little lemoncellos, how you doing today? I don't know why, I just want to whip this hair around. I hope wherever you're at in the world you are having a groovy day so far. I hope that y'all really are doing wonderful. It's kind of a weird time out there in the world, the energies are a little bit shifty. And so if you're feeling down, I completely understand. Don't forget that it's always darkest before the dawn, you are loved, and sometimes we just need to escape reality for 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm happy that you're doing that with me. I myself am doing wonderful. I can't find my wig glue, so once again we have yet another batshit ass video. That's why y'all keep coming back, I know it. We are going to be watching a vintage tutorial. I don't think I've followed this one. I know that we've reacted to ones on here before, and this does seem awfully familiar, but when I searched Pop Luck's vintage tutorial, this didn't come up, but I don't know, my memory isn't what it used to be. So if I've done this one, we're just gonna act like I didn't. But this literally is a video straight from, I think, 1969? Yes, it is, and it's from glamourdays.com, so thank you. And I am not a professional makeup artist, I am a makeup enthusiast, but I always love learning things about vintage makeup, about new tips and tricks, because even though these are old school, there's no school like the old school, except with like racism and shit. That stuff can stay in the past. And I do want to do so many of these. We did one from the 80s. I think I actually used this wig. This is like the aftermath of the curl that it had. This thing is real hair and it's very, very thin and very fine. I've had this thing for years. I think it's probably outlived its life, but I splurged on it and it's literally never looked good. But that's okay. She's getting the airtime she deserves. All right, my little spicy succotash, let's go ahead and dive right into this. Are we ready? Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, here we go.
Go easy, or the results can become ludicrous.
Go easy. Oh, Ludacris is my middle name.
Take advantage of what's there. Accentuate the good points. Minimize the others.
Her skin is beautiful.
Optical illusions can, in many cases, produce the wanted effects. A light base will make the eyes look smaller. A dark base will make them appear larger. Foundation is used as a base for the rest of your makeup.
Okay, so
work the foundation from the center of the face toward the hairline.
Okay, one moment. So she didn't, I don't think, mentioned anything about skin prep, did she? Maybe she didn't, I just wasn't listening. But before we do anything, I am gonna moisturize. I just hopped out of the shower and she's feeling a little bit dry. I got this Marc Jacobs Youthquake from BoxyCharm. I'm really not that bougie enough to buy this. Woo, shit. Okay, so let's quick moisturize, and she's going in with a liquid foundation too. And what is she doing, just going in with her fingers? Wow, she really is.
Make sure it's blended evenly. Cosmeticians will guide you in your color choice.
Oh, honey. Okay, so I've been to cosmeticians at Sephora and nobody can get my fucking color. It's not really their fault. It's because my skin is like a damn chameleon and just changes daily. So the only shade that actually really matches me right now is the only one that I ever use on this channel. She went in so sparingly, but I don't know if you peeped her skin. It was literally flawless and shiny and just glowing. I don't really like to go in with my fingers using foundation, but we will try. I'm only gonna take a tiny bit because it's all about looking natural, I guess. Okay, so there we go. We'll just rub it on our fingers. And she says start on this part and gently tap it around the face. Let me smear that off my palm. There we go. I suppose it would help if I had that big ass mirror in front of me like how she does. Can't see anything. All right, we will continue to gently tap, meanwhile getting this all over my phalanges. I know this is like a tried and true method of application, but I just have never liked it. It just grosses me out.
A foundation with a pink glow will brighten a sallow skin, while a reddish skin can be toned down.
Is she wiping it off?
With a beige foundation. Blot off excess with a tissue.
Oh, okay.
If you have disturbed skin, medicated makeups are available.
Okay, so I don't know what I would blot off because there isn't really that much on my skin. However, my skin does look hella great, doesn't it? God, if I could marry one product, it would be this foundation.
Dark circles under the eyes are often caused by not enough sleep and lack of iron.
Well, I don't know if I'm low in iron.
To cover them up, Use a foundation 2 or 3 tones lighter than your base.
Okay, a foundation. All right, so normally I don't use a foundation underneath my eyes. I need like a concealer, but I don't think that concealers back then are like the concealers that we think of now. I think they actually were concealers and really cakey, if they even had them. I don't know when concealer was invented. This is a little bit lighter than what I have on, I think. Maybe it's not. Nah, I don't know. This is what we're gonna use. This is the Revolution Beauty Conceal and Define. I'll take just a tiny little bloopy on the back of my hand, and she just like goes in and rubs it on her fingers and taps it out. Oh gosh, that's too much. Okay, so we have a little there, and we'll tap down here. Ooh, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay,
Blush is
we are
applied
going down.
cheeks
Oh, she is
a
moving
bright
straight to
glow.
blush. Okay.
A good rule to follow is never let blush come nearer the nose than an imaginary line dropped vertically from the center of the eye.
From the center of the eye. Okay, so now when I do blush, I don't bring it really past the outer corner of my eye just because it brings my face forward way too much, makes my cheeks look way too chubby. However, I know that it is common practice to bring it down to like the actual apples of the cheeks. Like that's what people are taught. And she did not highlight anywhere else on her face. I don't think like highlighting and contouring was really a thing then. This was pre-Kim K and everything. But before we dive into blush, can we just take a look at my skin? I think applying these with my fingers, quite honestly, looks better than how it looks when I use my brush. Now I get why people apply shit with their hands. Although I don't have my glasses on and my mirror's like 4 feet away, so I might actually look like shit. Now for blush, I feel like we should really go in with kind of a poppin' one so we can see it. This is by Hank and Henry, Lust and Lush, and I'm going in with Desire. What kind of brush is she applying this with?
Blush should be applied from the center of the cheek outward.
Oh, she's just using a little tiny thing.
Blushes can also be used for contouring.
Ooh, they did have contour.
Example, a tone 3 shades darker than the
Okay.
foundation can be used to point up a cheekbone or diminish a wide jaw.
Okay, all right, so I don't think this is gonna work for a contour for me. I think they must have had more neutral tone blushes. Well, I guess I'll just go in with this color, and I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss. Holy shit, what is on my hand? It's all orange and sparkly. It's like I smacked an Oompa Loompa's ass. Anyways, I'm gonna go in with the Wayne Goss, whatever kind of brush this is, and we'll lightly dip into there. No, that didn't pick up anything. Okay, I had to rewind it for a second. So she started here and then went upwards, so we'll bring it that away. That's not doing anything. I need more. This brush is so freaking soft, it almost doesn't want to pick anything up. Okay, there we go. I was able to get a little bit. So from the center of the eye upwards. Woo! Wowee, that just seems like an awful lot. I think I picked up a bit too much. Whew, but hers actually is very impactful as well. Maybe it's my color choice of blush, I don't know. My goodness, this is bringing me back to my 80s episode. Let me try to blend this out a smidge. Woo-hoo-hoo. And let's go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. Oh my god, look at that, I look like a clown doll. Well, now it just looks like I got too close to a hot frying pan. I'm not certain if that's how this is supposed to look, but they also say that they contour with this as well, and she literally is. She's taking it down the jawbone, and I do normally contour underneath my jaw, so we're gonna try it with this. I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that this blush was a little bit more vibrant than the one that this gal uses, but that's okay. This would look great in public. If I'm not an attention whore, then what the fuck am I? Great, beautiful, let's move on.
Powder sets and blends your makeup.
Powder! We're finally to powder now that my under eyes are creased as fuck.
The simplest powder to use is a colorless,
here's the one.
translucent one. Pat on liberally.
Pack on
A tuft
liberally.
of cotton that can be
Okay.
thrown away is the best powder puff to use.
Okay, I do actually have powder puffs that can be thrown away, but I don't know where they're at. Much like my sanity, it has been lost. Actually, I see them right here. And this isn't a powder puff, it is a makeup sponge, but I think it'll do the trick just fine, so I'm gonna go in with some Laura Mercier, yay, translucent setting powder. And she did say to pack on liberally, so maybe this will help cover up some of this blush. Oh, I love the smell of powder in my nostrils. Okay, so I'm packing it on. What do we do next?
Wait for the powder to set.
Ooh, okay.
Then, with another clean powder puff, brush away excess with downward strokes.
Whew, okay. Here's a clean powder puff.
Eyebrows frame the eye and focus interest on them. They are also important in the shaping of the nose.
Oh, are
Pointed
they?
eyebrows can make a nose seem longer. To remove straggly brows, lubricate them with Vaseline or baby oil and
What?
pluck with tweezers.
Lubricate them? I'm not doing that. We're skipping this step.
Never pluck eyebrows further than the line, even with the inside corner of your eye.
Oh, okay.
Other plucking should be done under the brow and never above it.
Y'all, I don't do shit with my eyebrows.
The color of your eyebrow pencil should be as close as possible to your natural color. Only the darkest brunettes should use a black pencil.
Well, I use a black pencil.
The highest point of the arch should be a straight line from the outer edge of the iris.
Okay.
The tapered end of the brow should form a straight line past the outer corner of the eye to the side of the nostril.
Okay, well, literally all I do is just like, I don't have shaped eyebrows, so I can't really follow this too much. But here, I'll just fill mine in. I go like this and just bring it out there, which I know looks stupid right now, but then I kind of fluff it out with this spoolie thingy. And my goal by the end of this is to either look like Eddie Munster or Eugene Levy. And again, my mirror is almost out of my vision, so I'm kind of just going based off feels here. There. That looks about the same as hers, right? Yeah, we're twins.
Blend pencil strokes into your brow with a clean mascara brush.
Oh.
Mascara applied to lashes would complete the well-groomed eye and is sufficient eye makeup for the early teens.
Just mascara? Oh, for the early teens.
If you wish to give more attention to the eye, you may use the following procedure.
Yes, we want that.
A lid highlight with a creamy pale shade is flattering to most eyes.
Okay.
Never wear bright, obvious evening colors.
Bitch, what? Okay, so I am going to go in with, oh my god, a dog. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my usual Gerard Cosmetics clean canvas, but because she said light base, I'm gonna use the white one. And this woman in the beginning did say that the lighter bases shrink the eyes, so I'm surprised she said something lighter. Maybe she didn't, maybe she just said something as a highlighter. Well, this is definitely highlighting. There we go. Do I look like I'm ready to go do like the locomotion or the mashed potato? I feel sexy.
For contour and emphasis, a taupe or brown shade is placed into the lid crease and just above the lid.
Yes. Okay, so she's going in with one of those little spatula foam thingies. Why can't I think of what they're called? Are they just foam applicators? So she's taking like a taupey shade. I'm gonna dip in with the closest thing I have to a foam applicator, a brush. And let's dip into the Patrick Ta palette. We'll just go into that shade right there. And I feel like not much has changed with the placement of the shadows over the years. Like you wanna stay above the eyelid to help open up the eyes. So I'm just gonna spread that all along there and blend it back and forth. Okay, that's cute, isn't it? I feel like hers is darker though. Should we go in a little darker? I know Miss Narrator Lady kind of told us to stay away from those scary nighttime evening colors, but like that's what my heart pitter-patters for. But it's not about me, it's about this. Just slightly bitter about it. That is very, very pretty. However, hers is a bit deeper. I don't know if her eyes are like deeper set than mine, but I think she used a little bit darker of a color. So I'm just gonna dip very gently into that color right there and kind of place it right where I put the other color. Oh yeah, that is much better. So she just goes right above the eyelid and blends it upwards towards the brow. Yes, ma'am, my face is gonna be beat harder than an avocado green egg beater. This is just too much cuteness for me to handle. Okay, let's go on.
For deep set eyes, a white or very light shade
I don't know which
on the
I
lid
have.
will make the eyes seem more prominent. The three pairs of eyes are exactly the same distance apart.
Okay.
These eyes seem to be closer. The effect was achieved by concentrating the shadow towards the nose and by bringing the eyebrows closer together. Here, the illusion of widely spaced eyes is created by placing the shadow and brows outward and far apart.
Yes. Okay.
A gleam of pearly white or beige on the bone just beneath the brow emphasizes the bone structure.
Yikes. Well, that does look good on her, so let's do that. Hold on. All right, Miss Thing went in with a very pearly white, so we're gonna do that. And she took it right underneath the brow, right there. Wow. Okay, that actually does look decent. I do typically highlight under my brow bone, but usually with the highlighter that I'm gonna actually use on my face. This young lady already has a fucking massive glow that's goals AF, so she didn't really have to highlight her face. I'm not sure that they will. I think everyone back then must have drunk so much water. Okay, now what's she doing? Eyeliner?
There should be no hard, obvious line.
Oh, as I draw this massive Amy Winehouse wing.
Apply as close to the lashes as possible. And remember, black can only be worn by girls with very black hair.
What?
Flattering shade for blondes or brunettes, as black adds harshness to the eye.
Okay. All right, well, we're gonna pause. I don't have very black hair, although this wig is very dark, so maybe I could get away with it today. And my cream pot liner actually dried up, so I'm just gonna go in with a normal liner, I guess. There's not supposed to be any harsh lines, like they don't even do a wing or anything, so... Okay, keep it really close to home here. Oh God, I've already fucked this up. Right up against the lashes. Oh, damn it. Oh no. This would probably be so much easier using a cream or gel liner. Okay. Oh, you know what? That's actually not even bad. Hers still looks way better though. Yeah, okay, fun. Moving on, little lady.
Mascara makes lashes look longer and fuller.
Mascara. Oh, unless you don't have lashes like me.
Incidentally, no amount of eye makeup will help if your eyes are drowsy and lackluster.
Oh, the shade.
A full measure of sleep is necessary.
Can't relate.
The right food definitely relates to the clearness and sparkle of your eyes.
Yes, I get that.
Vitamin A and plenty of water are essential for this. After the mascara, separate the lashes with a clean brush.
Okay, so we'll go in with our little sample of mascara. She went in with her top lash first, which I don't typically do. I do my bottoms because when I go in with my top lash first, it always transfers up there, but she didn't have that issue. We're gonna try it her way. So we'll plop that right there. Oh, fuck, I've already gotten it up there. All right, we'll just keep plopping this on. After all, we don't want to have dark, drab eyes. One of my favorite part of these vintage videos is, oh, fuck. We'll let that dry and I'll peel it off. Anyways, one of my favorite parts about these vintage videos is that they were allowed to say things that they just aren't allowed to now, like the little shady undercuts. People are way too sensitive for that shit today. Normally, I'm not this bad at mascara, but I'm using this little sample and it's got like an hourglass shaped wand and it's not the easiest to work with. And now we'll go through with our clean spoolie and just brush through the lashes. It's not really doing anything for me. I guess it's kind of declumping, making everything look a little bit more natural, which I think is the point, I guess. Let me attempt to scrape off my newly acquired beauty mark. Oh no, it's just spreading around. Come on, you little shit. Okay, that's not too terribly noticeable, right? Makeup eraser for the win. Okay, but for real, in all honesty, this actually does look like 60s makeup, and I'm not mad at it. I love the simplicity. Onward we go.
The generally accepted age for wearing lipstick is about 14. A subtle color is the most becoming.
Oh.
To apply lipstick, prop your elbows firmly on the table.
What? Okay. It looks like she's kind of going in with like a peachy berry. So that's what I'm gonna go in with. Hopefully this is still good. I've had this thing for ages. This is YSL in shade 207. Ooh, it smells good. Like old people and money. And I don't know why she didn't just like go in on her lips. My homegirl here went in with a brush, so that's what we're gonna do. Just feel like I'm not able to get as much on there as I want. And what are we supposed to? We're supposed to hold our chin like, all right. It really does seem like more work than it should be, but here we go. Oh, I wonder if she's using a brush so that she can get a sharp Cupid's bow, because that was a very popular thing back then. Not really sure why holding the chin helps.
Drawing a smooth curve to the outer corner. On the lower lip, start at the corner and come to the center with a brush laid flat. Fill in with the brush or the lipstick itself. Blot the excess.
Blot? We don't have any excess.
For a softer, smoother look, apply a lip gloss. Remember, lips need protection as well as the skin.
What? Wait, she's saying that lip gloss is a protector? I am very confused. Okay, so I've kind of done the outline. Now let me go in with the actual lipstick and fill it in. Yum. And then she says to take a gloss. I feel like those glosses back then aren't like what they are today. But here's a Cab Beauty gloss. It's kind of similar to the color that I put on my lips, so I'm just gonna take a few drops. This is already a pretty satiny shade, so I don't need much more shine. Oh, I think that actually did make it prettier.
If you prefer not to wear a lipstick, do wear a lip gloss.
Oh, okay.
Lip shapes can be changed. For example, thin lips can be corrected by overpainting.
Corrected. There's nothing wrong with thin lips.
Thick lips can be narrowed by covering them with base.
Oh.
Then using color only toward the inside of the lips. Too wide lips can be made less obvious by covering the outer corners with base.
Oh. Okay, so the first time that I ever saw something like that was with Taylor Swift. I always Google people on red carpets, like the untouched up photos, and then I zoom in really, really far to see their makeup. And I remember seeing the makeup artist cover up almost all of Taylor Swift's outer lips, and it created a completely different shape to her entire face just by covering up this part. So that's interesting that they talked about that on here, because I guess it's been tried and true for ages. Okay.
Skin blemishes cannot be entirely avoided by most young girls.
There's the concealer.
Makeup can conceal them, but a healthy diet and cleanliness can often prevent them.
Yeah, back then concealer was actually concealer.
Never pick or squeeze a blemish.
Ooh.
It makes matters worse.
Unless you're Dr. Pimple Popper. Look at those voluptuous curls. I can't do that. The random dog shots. Oh, I love it. Oh, okay, so that is it. Well, do I look like a product from the 60s? Let me take a close-up look so I can actually see what I've done. Ooh, my skin actually looks hella great. There's not that much coverage. It's just like BB cream style coverage, but I'm assuming that's kind of how the look was back then. And honestly, this blush doesn't really look that bad. Like the lips kind of pull everything together, and the simplicity of the eyes just makes everything work. I do wish my eyebrows were a little bit more chiseled and carved out, maybe even more highlighted, but otherwise, this is actually somewhat cute. Oh, and I do also wish there was like a shimmer there too, but I don't think they did that. And then it would honestly look like every single other look that I always do. Contour, who needs her? Highlight, never heard of her. Dark evening tones, we hate them. And bronzer, no fucking way. I actually think my favorite part of this is the way that the eyeliner's done. I have done this with looks in the past, but I always fuck it up somehow and bring it out into a wing. But I like the simplicity of this eyeliner shape, especially if I'm not gonna be contouring, because really there aren't any harsh lines on my face, which is the total opposite of how makeup today kind of is, or at least makeup 5 years ago. Now I think we're more getting into the softness. We're not getting into huge dramatic arched painted brows. And I don't think it's as common to do the harsh cheekbone contour where you like powder under there and bake, and then you just have 2 racetrack lines going out your face. There's always a time and a place for that, but I think it's just a little bit less common and people are wanting a more soft, natural look. So even though this is from the 60s, it could probably also pass for today. Maybe not like the white on my eyelids. That's a bit harsh. But I actually really like the way that this looks. This was so fun. So let me just very quickly kind of modernize this. And I think really the only thing that I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of highlight right there. I'm gonna take my little Wet n Wild highlighter. I just found this thing in the back of my little case over here and I've been loving it. So we'll pop that right there just to add a beautiful glow. The model who is doing this actually did have a really pretty glow right there. And then why don't I just take a little bit of this on the inner part of the eye just to help brighten them up. Not that the whiteness doesn't add brightness, but for my eyes, they just need a little bit of shimmer. Okay. Oh, I really like that. This is just a day full of wins. Well, my fabulous bestie boos, that is all for today. Let me know if you incorporate any of these makeup techniques in your daily routine. Some things are just timeless. It's like a scrunchie. But let me know down in the comments below which era I should do next. So we've done the 60s, we've done the 80s. I really feel as though we've done this before. Why do I feel that way? Yeah, I don't know. Also, let me know down in the comments below if I've done this. But thank you so much for being here. I love having you. And you know the little drill. If you'd like to support me and my channel just a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. There you get videos a day early. You get Patreon-only content. Plus, best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection selection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, will be available again soon at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at OfficialNady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!